Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grow up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. Hold on, y'all. Let me fix this up a little bit. What's going on, family? Those lines are in my face. Hopefully that works. All right, what's going on, family? What's going on over here on Instagram, TikTok? What's going on Facebook, YouTube? It took everything in me to come here, but I want to say this first and foremost. Hey, cousin, what's going on? I love you too. I love you too, and we'll see you soon. And Kimmy June, what's going on, beloved? What's going on, Dr. Z Celeste? I'm going to be in Atlanta in a couple of days, for a couple of days. But look, I don't have a whole bunch of time. Greetings to you all. I love you all. Thank you for showing up. I see you, Sister Penda Divine. I need you on my team, okay? I've been meaning to reach out to you because the Most High put you on my heart pertaining to something. I just haven't had the time or the strength, okay? It will be this weekend, Dr. Z. It'll be this weekend. What's going on over here on TikTok? If you beautiful people don't mind sharing those hearts, help me beat the algorithm, get me into the For You page so other people know that this video is something that they absolutely need to listen to or tap into, okay? With that being said, let me try to fix this light a little bit. I'm not going to be here that long. Hit me up, sis. I can talk to you on the phone when you can, okay, Sister Penda? Or you can listen a little bit on tonight about what it is that I'm going to share. But I want to ask this first and foremost, you guys. If you don't mind sharing this with somebody, tagging, inviting, sharing with somebody, inboxing, messaging, however you got to get the message out. If you don't mind doing that, it'll be greatly appreciated. And over here again on TikTok, if you don't mind sharing them hearts, help me beat the algorithm. That'll be greatly appreciated as well, okay? I'm not going to be here long whatsoever. Probably 25 minutes or under. But I want to start off by saying this. I want to story tell a little bit. And it'll make sense why I'm going to share this story. Many of you guys are aware that my son just was murdered. I'm not going to call it overdose because he did not overdose. My son was murdered. But I want to share a backstory about that. Before my son left my care here in Texas and went back to the city that I was born in, city that I was raised in, which is back in California, I had warned him. I had warned him not to go back. I had warned him that once you are enlightened or once you are aware or once you have been redeemed or delivered from a place, a situation, a circumstance, you don't ever go back. And you don't go back unless you are sent to go back. Nevertheless, he did not heed the warning. And throughout all of this, all I can think about repeatedly is how much disobedience can cost you. Hmm? The Bible said idols include a cross. Shame on you, because I don't got a cross nowhere. Now, don't you feel crazy? If you're going to quote scripture, why don't you quote the right scripture? Where do you see a cross? This is a world, okay? My last name is Worlds. This is a globe. And this is the initials of Mary Kay. So tell me where you see a cross. That Bible thumping gonna get y'all somewhere that y'all don't want to be. See, the letter killeth, but the spirit give life. Remember that, okay? Remember that. It be the main ones that break the law, trying to preach the law. And then they be incorrect in preaching the law. Now, don't you look like a real... Ooh, thank you for being a doorkeeper, Father. Thank you for being a doorkeeper. I just had to take the time to address that. Y'all don't pay me no attention, okay? Like I told y'all on the other day, if you froggy or bold or bad enough to come into my house and be disrespectful, I'm going to be froggy and bold and bad enough to put you out my house with a swift rebuke, okay? Don't come up over here talking about the Bible says in Deuteronomy such and such, and the Bible says that in Revelation such and such, and then you misquote it. Because, baby, I'm skilled in His word. Trust and believe that. Back to what I was saying. What I can keep on playing out in my mind is, had he would have hearkened to the warning, he possibly would still be alive. And being out of the will of the Most High, as well as being disobedience, can cost you your life. Rebellion and disobedience can cost you your life, family. You don't know you are not God. You are not the Most High. And when the Most High says to do something, our job is to be children of the Most High and to obey. That is what our job is, not to figure it out, not to delay, not to try to make it make sense. Simply obey. Period, point blank. Had he would have hearkened to the warning, had he would have hearkened to the instructions, he'd still be alive. And that's all I can think about in this moment. How much disobedience costs. It can cost you your life. Another example or storytelling that I want to share with you all. Delayed obedience is still disobedience. Half obedience is still disobedience. We don't know. We are blessed to get insight and to have our eyes of our understanding be enlightened to get the information that is given to us. And it is not given to us for us to do nothing with it. It is given to us so that we may act and respond accordingly. Now, if you do not choose to act and respond accordingly, the consequences can be fatal. I guarantee you my son didn't wake up the day that he passed away thinking that that was going to be the day he passed away. I also guarantee you that my son did not believe that by him traveling back to this city that he was warned not to go back to would be the very city that he would pass away in. So I always want to be an open book. I don't mind being transparent because my life is not my own. And now that I have said that, I'm going to say this. We are so close to literally hell on earth. Because when people's money is funny, when people's livelihoods are impacted and affected, chaos and pandemonium always follows pursuit. And what's been happening with us has been a slow road. It's a slow chokehold. It's a slow death hold. It's a slow destruction of everything. Starting in 2020, when the plans was to put out small businesses, cause employees to become unemployed, raise inflation so that nobody could practically survive, so that they can implement this agenda, the 2030 agenda. If you don't know what the 2030 agenda is, I promise you need to go and research it. Take some time off of social media and go research it, because it's right there, readily available for us to do so. Nothing is hidden. See, there is a sovereign law that you cannot attack anybody, whether internationally or domestic. You cannot attack your enemy without warning. So first and foremost, everything that has been in the making and everything that has been planned, it's out there. You just got to find it. If y'all tracking with me, just put it in the chat. I'm tracking with you. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but yesterday, another major bank did so poor that the feds is going to have to come in and confiscate the bank. That is not on mainstream media. You want to know what's being showed on mainstream media right now? How Don Lemon got released from CNN and how Tucker Carlson is no longer on Fox News. That is what they want us to focus on. The debt ceiling in Washington. That is what they want us to focus on. But they did not let anybody know that another bank had to be confiscated by the federal government. Right at the time where most banks is open to adopt this FedNow system that will track and control every financial move that you make. You want to know why they're collapsing the dollar? Because the dollar cannot be traced. If I take $1 from my pocket and give you $1 and give you $1 and give you $1 over here, it cannot be traced or tracked. Only me and you know what was really exchanged between us. Okay? But now with this FedNow system, if you buying too much beer, if you buying too much cosmetics, if you ain't obeying their laws, if you're not going green, if you are not respecting the earth and making sure you get rid of your gas stove, if you want to go buy ammunition for you to protect your family, if you want to go out and have a good time, if you want to send me money and I want to send them money, all of those transactions will be tracked. Somebody put in the chat, 2030 agenda. In full effect. You think that these talks with wars and rumors of wars and people ditching the United States dollar and this FedNow system is being implemented, and they try to guise it as, hey, it will be a way for you to get faster payments. If the institutions are closed on the weekend, then you don't have to wait anymore. Now, all you got to do is sign up for FedNow. Well, you're not going to have an option to sign up. Every banking institution, every payment platform, goodbye Zelle, goodbye Cash App, goodbye PayPal. Hello FedNow. And then it is a CBDC, a centralized banking digital currency. Trust me, I came here with receipts tonight. I did. Because this new CBDC program that they implemented, and some people would try to argue and say, the Fed now is a system, it's not a currency, but Joe Biden has accelerated the CBDC, which is programmable. Now, let me let y'all know what programmable means, in case we're not aware. That means if another outbreaks, and they deem only essential workers to work, if you are not essential, your money don't work. If you are not essential, your money don't work. I said they've been running the okie doke on us for so long. You know how you press that little check mark to confirm that you are not a robot? I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but when you check that box, you are not just letting them know, hey, I'm not a robot because you selected the box. What happens is it spins for a second and it tracks your browsing history to see what's the last browsers and what's the last websites you have went to and what's the last actions you have made. And that is how they determine if you are a human being or not. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Hey, sister. Hello, Sister Candace. Coach Candace in the house. So there will be some that say, why are you up here and your son just passed away and you're supposed to be grieving and you're supposed to be doing this and resting and you should go lay down and you should just go die somewhere or go heal somewhere, whatever it is that people feel like they need to say that is stupid and absolutely insane. I first opened up this message with what disobedience will cost you. If I fail to fulfill my assignment, see, this is the God of the Bible that I serve. He gave Hosea 3 days to grieve. The God that I serve said, let the dead bury the dead. That may seem harsh to a lot of people, but that's the God that I serve. The God that I serve also say, if you love your mother, your father, your brothers, and your sisters more than you love me, you are not fit to be my disciple. See, that's what the God that I serve said. So there is a window that I have been given to grieve, mother and all. At the end of the day, he was my son in this life, but he was his son eternally. I'm a steward over my son in this earth, and my assignment was to train him up in the way that he should go. That's what my assignment was. Everything else was between him and the Father. So if you think that my son passing is going to stop my assignment, it's going to stop my purpose, stop me being obedient, because obedience is better than sacrifice. I don't care how much I minister. I don't care how much I help. I don't care what kind of alms I give. I don't care what kind of charitable donations I do, what kind of charitable acts I do, how many businesses I run. Obedience is better than all of that sacrifice. Obedience is. And delayed obedience is disobedience. And half obedience is disobedience. And disobedience can be fatal. That's my message I have for y'all on tonight. Now back to this. So you cannot pay me to disobey what the Father has called me. At the end of the day, yes, I'm not even going to address you or give you no type of time over here, okay? I'm just going to simply tell you, Mr. Supreme 84, Satan, the Lord rebukes you. That's what I'm going to say. May the Lord punish you. And may the words that you typing on this screen here be returned to your head 1,000 times and above. Go play with somebody else. So being disobedient can cost you your whole entire life. And I'm not willing to pay that type of price. Okay? I'm just not. With that being said, you got another bank that just closed, and I'm sure y'all did not know that. I'm not going to let it happen tonight, okay? We're going to keep it moving. And the Lord and the angels of the Lord that are camped round about me will deal with every devil on tonight. Okay? I don't know if y'all knew this or not, because I didn't know it until it was brought to my attention that another major bank is being confiscated by the feds, which lets you know it's a clear indication that things are really, really, really bad. And then in the next week or so, the implementation of, yeah, I got the bank. Let me just block this devil right here, okay? I promise you, sometimes I don't even believe they're human beings. Sometimes because of the message, they'll just have bots coming over here. And you see they ain't got nothing else to say but be ignorant and stupid. Keep coming, you're going to keep falling, okay? I definitely, absolutely got the information on the bank. Let me pull it up real quick because I'm not here that long. And I could be about war tonight, but I'm not. I'm about warning tonight. I'm not going to be able to turn my camera back and forth because I got 4 cameras rolling tonight, okay? But I'm finna give y'all the juice. Signature Bank. Signature Bank. No, not Signature Bank. I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. First Republic. Sorry about that. First Republic Bank. First Republic Bank. First Republic Bank. Anybody bank with them? First Republic Bank stocks plummeted, and now the feds is coming in to seize the bank as of 1 day ago. Regional Bank. Regional Bank. So now we got 3 banks. First Republic, Regional Bank, and European Bank. All their stocks failed. They are connected to Santander. Some of those, Santander I know is like for vehicle financing, loan financing. That's that bank. Santander, First Republic, and you can go to Google and search this right now. And you will see exactly what I'm saying. Regional Bank, their stocks plummeted 2 days ago. First Republic Bank stocks plummeted yesterday. And so did the European bank that is the head over the Santander Financial Corporation. Okay? That's 3 banks. 3 banks. Within 2 days. On top of Signature Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, and the other bank that plummeted a month ago. Okay? So you have that on top of, get my stuff. Let me get my stuff real quick. Biden yesterday, the Biden administration is quietly planning for a future where you do not own your own money. Let me see if I can turn this around and show y'all this. That way you don't think that I'm making it up, okay? I want y'all to go do y'all research too, please. Let me flip this camera around. I'll be right with y'all in just a moment. Biden administration is quietly planning for a future where you don't own money. Y'all look at the date on that. April 25th, 2023. Okay? Let me flip it around over here. That's right. Let me see how I can flip this camera around here. Hold on. There we go. Biden administration is quietly planning for a future where you don't own money. Y'all see that? You will not own CBDC money. It's telling you right here, right in your face. And while I got the camera flipped, let me see if I can go over here, back over here. So y'all can see about the banks. Now y'all can see that 1 hour ago. Regional Bank. That was 1 day ago. Republic has plummeted today. First Republic yesterday. And Santander, which is a European banks. All of these banks will now be bailed out by the Federal Reserve. Okay? Oh no, I don't want to mirror mine. Hold on. Let me flip this back. Okay. Let me show them over here real quick. So y'all can see the banks over here, okay? These are top stories. 1 day ago, 1 hour ago. This is total chaos. And it is the art of war. If you don't know what the art of war is, hold on, let me make sure they can see over here. So y'all can go on Google just like I went on Google, okay? Y'all see it. You can go on Google like I went on Google and do your homework. Because one day here soon, you're going to think you got something in the bank to go get out, and you ain't going to have anything in the bank to go get out, just like these people over in Nigeria. I need y'all to go research that, okay? I got about 15 minutes left here. I need y'all to go research what happened in Nigeria. When their monies was not accessible anymore, and they went full-fledged CBDC, and how they was locked out and getting their own money. Okay? Their own money. I'm going to try to see if you guys, oh, here it go right here. Let me see if y'all can hear it. Okay? Hold on 1 second. Let me get it pulled up because I don't got a whole bunch of time, but I want y'all to be aware, okay? Hold on one second. Y'all gonna have to hear it over here, okay? Y'all gonna have to hear it over here.
Well, let me bring you up to speed. Folks, today's post is for anybody doubting that central bank digital currencies are definitely a thing and that a cashless future is absolutely imminent. Did you know that Nigeria is basically cashless now and that they have a central bank digital currency?
After a 3-week delay, Nigeria's digital currency is now legal tender.
In October of 2021, the Central Bank of Nigeria announced the e-Naira. Well, after about a year, only 0.5% of Nigerians signed up. Yes, big surprise. Most people don't want a central bank digital currency. They limited the amount of cash that people could withdraw from the banks and ATMs to $44 per week. Now, the average Nigerian needs $40 per day to survive.
Long queues at ATMs and banks nationwide, oftentimes in the middle of the night and up to 7 hours long.
Scenes of destruction are evident at different banks. Some have had their windows smashed and ATM pawns damaged.
Still, the tug of war to get cash is a sign that the cashless policy of the CBN is yet to fit into the system.
They banned cash. The government came out in October of 2022 and said that they're no longer accepting the old banknotes. So they said, we're going to give you new banknotes. But then the banks stopped issuing the new ones and people couldn't get the new ones. And then nobody could get any cash anymore. You can't use the old ones and you can't get the new ones.
Cash shortage sparked by the replacement of paper notes, a crisis which has left people cashless and has forced businesses to close.
The ATMs are not working. Even when you walk into the bank, they will tell you they are not giving that money, that they don't have the cash.
The bank are making the new Naira note very difficult for Nigerians to accept.
So what happened? A 60% increase in people who are using CBDCs, because guess what? Children were starting to starve. They starved their own people into adopting central bank digital currency. And so this is a case study. This is a cautionary tale. The world leaders are taking notes on this, and we the people need to take notes on this. Only the American people can stop this, because if the central bank digital currency happens there, it's going to happen everywhere, especially here in Canada. Write a letter to your congressman, your representative, keep the pressure up, keep your eye on this, make sure Congress does not approve the move to a central bank digital currency. And if you don't think that a central bank digital currency and a cashless society, just like Nigeria, isn't coming here, well, let me bring you up to speed. Folks, today's post is for anybody doubting that central bank digital currencies are definitely a thing and that a cashless future is absolutely imminent. Did you know that Nigeria is basically cashless now?
Okay. Let me go to the other one. Sorry about that. Oh, I gotta tell y'all about this one, okay? I got to tell y'all about this one right here, okay? I need y'all to go look up what is the Illinois Bill 1169. And the reason why I need y'all to go look that up is because this is a way for them to put mRNA into our food products. And it is in pork and it is in beef. And now they want, the Missouri House bill wants them to state and declare that the products used in the process of giving us meat results in the product potentially acting as a gene therapy that could possibly impact, alter, or introduce genetic material or a genetic change into the user of the product, or certain other people must be conspicuously labeled, meaning that it has to be labeled that people are having their DNA altered by the foods that we buy in the supermarkets. I need y'all to go look up that bill. I just thought that I bring that to you because it's in our lettuce, it's in our vegetables. Now it's in the meat. And Missouri wants this bill to pass that say you definitely got to identified that these people will have their DNA altered by eating this meat with mRNA products or whatever in it. So they are determined and hell-bent on changing the molecular structure of your DNA. Now, for those that know the word, at least a little bit of it, Bill 1169, Missouri. Look that up. Illinois Bill, Illinois, I said Missouri. Illinois Bill 1169 is the bill. I need y'all to go research, okay? Now, I got to say this. You're welcome, love. I got to say this. If you know anything about the scripture, it says, in those days, as in the days of Noah, okay? Noah. So shall it be in those days. Well, you got to ask yourself, what was going on in the days of Noah? Why was the flood even a thing? As it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in those days. What was going on in the days of Noah? Why was the flood even necessary? Because the sons of God, were going into the daughters of men. And they were creating Nephilims, hybrid folks. Are y'all catching what I'm throwing? So what was happening? They were altering the DNA of mankind. The sons of God, the angels, were going into the daughters of men, human beings, and creating Nephilims, creating Nephilims, altering the DNA and the molecular structure of God's creation. And that is why the flood had to happen. That is why. So now here we are in those days where they are doing what? I need you to go look that up, love. I need you to go look that up. I need you to go look up Nephilims. I need you to go look up those. Okay? That's right. Giants, hybrids. So now you have technology that goes into you like that through a needle. They have these black bulbs that could actually, they like the luminescent bulbs where you can see if a person has been that or not. And you now have them putting it in our vegetation to change the DNA. Why is the fight to change the DNA so hard? That you got to go to great measures that if they didn't want to take that, we'll just put it into what they consume and then it'll change their DNA. I don't care if I got to starve. I don't care if I got to get in the practice of fasting and eating a cracker or something like that every other 10 days or so. You are not putting that in me. And you are not altering the structure and making me a transhuman. The devil is a liar. And I hope none of y'all ain't going to let that happen either to you, because that is surely one way. And it all makes sense, doesn't it? He calls us both great and small, rich and poor, to receive a mark, so that they may not be able to buy, sell, or trade. Wondering why now you can't use certain systems And you got to go through a certain system, and you got to have centralized banking and digital currency, and we got to have all these QR codes everywhere to enter stores, and you got to have all this biometrics, and you got to have all this facial recognition and get in your phone and to skip the line at the airport. I wonder why. Sounds very beastish to me. Now all of a sudden we got artificial intelligence. They'll write your life. They'll spend your money. You got all these robots, all these series, the stuff that we went along with and just chalk it up like, yeah, that protects our credit more. And that, just give us a chip in our bank cards. And yeah, that'll protect us from getting our information stolen. And yeah, let me put a passcode and a facial recognition to open up my phone. And let me tag my location on my social media sites and let them know all the carbon footprints that they need and what I'm doing and where I'm at. And let them see what my oldest look like, and let me let them participate in my firstborn challenge, and let them participate in my your daughter and your mommy challenge, and all of this stuff that was set up for your demise and not your good. And here's the kicker. Let me get on back over here to this real quick. Hold on one second. Get on back over here. Okay, here go another one. Y'all listen to this real quick, okay? Hold on one second. Y'all listen over here.
mRNA being injected into the animals that we eat. And at first they said, no, that's not happening. That's not the case. It's not going on. Well, unfortunately, now that is exactly the case. And Thomas Renz has the receipts to prove it. He joins me now. Okay, so as if the mRNA injections weren't enough of a disaster with all the arms, the human arms they've put them in, now they're going to put them into the animals. What do you think is going on here, Thomas Renz?
Well, I mean, they didn't kill enough with the first round of jabs, so they need to keep going, I guess. Yeah, listen, this is unbelievable. And just so that you know, Owen, because I had a couple people respond to this, say, well, I'm just going to eat veggies. That ain't going to help. It ain't going to help because they're doing it there, too. In fact, it appears that it would be easier from a scientific perspective to get the gene therapy aspects of the mRNA jabs into humans through engineered vegetables than for animals. Now, they don't want you to know that they're going to put gene therapy drugs into your food and poison you with it.
I was going to say, that's all big pharma lobbying. And that's what this is. It's vaccinating you through your food because they know there's all kinds of different reasons why people don't want to put the needle in.
I'm going to stop it right there, so I don't, you know what I'm saying? So they don't fool with me. Just so y'all know, in your foods, why do Bill Gates, the people who feel like we need to be messed up, altered, the devils that believe that they have the power to stop the sun from being too hot and stop climate change and cool the earth, those same devils, why would them same devils buy up all the farmland here in the United States and we, the people, don't own no farmland? Can anybody help me out with that? Anybody help me out with that? Anybody? Y'all talk back to me. I never took it either, but now what is happening is if you didn't voluntarily take it, y'all do know that the administration knows who did not take it. Shut that door. Who did not take it, and they tracking you, been tracking you, why you didn't take it, the reason why you didn't take it. So that data was collected so that they can say, well, you didn't want to take that willingly. We'll just put it in the food that you consume and the water that you drink. Yeah. Let me let y'all hear this one.
Have been destroyed. The 1,900 food production companies in the past year have been destroyed. The 2 largest egg manufacturers in the United States have burnt down in the past 36 hours. We've had 2 planes smash into meat processing centers. And the only commonality amongst all of them are these 2 things. They make food for Americans, and it's on American land.
Let me rewind that back so you can hear that one more time. 1,900 food processing facilities gone in the last 36 hours. 3 major facilities blown up. These are food facilities for us. What food is you going to eat that is legit?
1,900 food production companies in the past year have been destroyed. The 2 largest egg manufacturers in the United States have burnt down in the past 36 hours.
The 2 largest manufacturers have burned down. They just put out 2 days ago that there ain't no bell peppers inside.
We've had 2 planes smash into meat processing centers. And the only commonality amongst all of them are these 2 things. They make food for Americans, and it's on American land.
You heard? Mm-hmm. Yes and yes. Hold on, I got about 1 or 2 more, and I'm out. Just so you know. Because my job is still to be a watchman. My job is still to be a watchman. And more than likely, when I get off here, I'm going to go cry somewhere. Because my soul is still hurting. But I still got to be a watchman. I got to still be obedient even unto death. Y'all got to listen to this one right here. Okay? Y'all got to listen at this one right here. Oh, yeah. Hear ye, people.
It's going to close 4 stores in Chicago this weekend. By the way, that is half the total in Chicago. Lydia, who is here? Well, she's in Chicago. What is Mayor-elect Brandon Johnson saying about these closures?
Walmart.
Hi there, sir. Brandon Johnson is saying the closures here in Chicago are part of a larger nationwide trend. There are new concerns this morning after Walmart revealed the fate of 2 of its popular Atlanta stores. Both caught fire in December and have been closed ever since.
Walmart is eyeing store closures.
After the Walmart near Central and San Mateo closed last month.
Shoppers looking for groceries in the North Metro will have to look a bit harder starting late next month.
11 years after it opened, the Walmart in Brooklyn Center will close its doors April 21st.
Walmart just announced it's closing the store at the Waterworks Shopping Center. The company says the decision was based on several factors, including historic and current financial performance. The store will shut down November 11th.
Walmart's CEO says that they may have to not only raise prices, but even close some stores since they're taking a huge financial hit.
A grocery store pulling up stakes in the Redbird area of Dallas. Walmart announcing today that it's closing its Wheatland Road Supercenter by the end of the month.
Well, the Pleasure Ridge Park neighborhood just lost a major retailer and grocery store. After 14 years, the Walmart there is closing its stores in
Hokia Heights residents dealing with some really depressing news as the city's Walmart is closing after 40
Milwaukee Walmart closing its doors. The store on Silver Spring near Appleton shutting down next week.
It arrived with much fanfare, but tonight the Walmart on 8th Street in Northeast is closing its doors at the end of March.
For nearly a decade, the Walmart store on 4th Street Mall is now closed for good. It shut its doors at 7 o'clock.
Hokia Heights will soon lose one of its biggest businesses and grocery stores next month. Walmart's management tells News 4 they have several reasons for closing the store on Route 157.
Shutting down a store in Dallas's Oak Cliff neighborhood. It's that one on Wheatland Road. 400 employees work there.
A big move by Walmart. The retail giant is closing 154 stores in the United States, including 2 in Houston. At noon, we told you these 2 locations. One, Charles Walmart set to close in a month.
We don't need to keep going on. It goes on for a whole nother 1 minute and 20 seconds. Of all of these Walmart stores that are closing, immediately. Right now, right away, they got to go. Now you got to ask yourself, who shops at Walmart? How many over here shops at Walmart? They are absolutely going to be those camps. Walmart, the one who did real well during the outbreak. Walmart. Who shops at Walmart? And what are you going to do in those empty buildings? Ask yourself. Because they got 15-minute cities everywhere now. Everywhere. I got to show y'all just one more thing. I'm going to get out y'all hair. Okay? Check this out. I want y'all to read that right there. Y'all type on the screen what y'all see. Okay? Is that today's date? What did that say up there? Accelerate implementation. Okay, y'all seen it. Now, let me go over here and show y'all. And then I'll turn on the camera over here on YouTube for y'all to see it. I don't know why my camera is backwards. Let's see. I done did something on here, y'all, and I can't undo it. It's probably backwards. Y'all see the date here. I done did something to my camera, and I don't know how to fix it, y'all, where it's backwards. You see? Okay. Y'all see what that say? Y'all tell me what y'all read up there. Okay? Flip this back around. And let my people see it over here. So I got to see this. Y'all see what that say? The World Economic Forum says it will accelerate implementation of Globalist Agenda 2030. So if you don't understand what implementation is, the process of putting a decision or plan into effect or execution. So it should read that the WEF says it will accelerate. It will execute. It will put the plan into effect of the 2030 globalist agenda. Now, if you just think that's just no, they don't want to wait to 2030. It's 2023. They don't want to wait 7 years. They need to accelerate it. 2024 is more appropriate. Oh, baby, they got this thing lined up. It's going to knock out the power. It's going to knock out the internet. And then when you come back, it's going to be the greatest reset. See, all of these steps that they implemented right now is on purpose. It's for a reason. They already got a cyber storm heating up that's supposed to knock out the power and the grid and all of that. And everybody's, banking information and all of that stuff would just be totally wiped out. Dollar ain't gonna be no good anymore anyway. And just today, the digital yuan for the first time is surpassed the United States dollar. Okay? And here you go right here. It's more than just a tweet. World leaders will be gathering together later this year to accelerate implementation of Agenda 2030, according to announcements made by the unaccountable corporate-led World Economic Forum earlier this week. They appear to be frustrated by a lack of progress made towards their Great Reset. Right? So they are now going to accelerate it, speed it all the way up. Okay? With all of this stuff happening simultaneously. And you know they're going to do it because 2024 is another election year. I hope y'all paying attention, brothers and sisters. With that being said, here's some solutions, and I got 4 minutes to go. What do y'all think one of the solutions is? What is one of the solutions? If your money ain't going to be no good, what you going to do? Because I'm going to tell us all now, if we are not together, we are not prepared. They can overcome one or two. They can put you up in a 15-minute city. They don't care. They can overcome one or two. That's why the Most High God always called for the nation of Israel to come. Notice that he didn't ever say, hey, the Ephraim tribe and, Manasseh tribe and Judah tribe. He didn't say all y'all can be where you want to be. He said, tell them all to get here, right here to Goshen. Tell them, call for them, Hezekiah, call for them, David, call for the nation to get here. So that's first and foremost. We are not all together. That's number one. Number two, what do you think is going to actually need for you to have in place in order to preserve yourself? Because I know for one, if we had land, we'd have cabbage, lettuce, tomatoes, vegetables that do not contain. I'm telling y'all right now, I can't stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. There is a way to beat what's going on. And that's why I started this video out with delayed obedience and disobedience will and can cost you your entire life. Period, point blank. Just like I gave the story about my son. He was warned. What are we doing now? We're being warned. We think that we're just waking up to information because we're some special type of people and we want to look down on others who are not awakened. No, you are awakened first so that you can get busy. You have been given insight while many others around you are still asleep. Blessed are your eyes because they see, and blessed are your ears because they hear. For them having eyes to see and ears to hear, they cannot see and they cannot hear. But blessed are your eyes and your ears because they see and they hear. Now that's God. Now that is God. He loves you enough to let you know before the whole world pretty much knows what's going on. Why? You think that you just fancy, or you just somebody that's, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, like you just the bomb.com? No, it's because he entrusted you to be a pioneer, to create a path for your family, for those that's been entrusted into your care, to have some resources, to have something available for them, because he knew that the other ones wouldn't wake up. That's why he called you, and that's why he told you to get busy. because he knew somebody in the family got to stand up, because the other ones is dumber than cum and blinder than a bat and hard-headed as hell. And if I let the whole family continue on that path, the whole generation will be destroyed. And that is not the God that we serve. It's not. So with that being said, number one thing we should have been done is purchase us some land. Why are you trying to hold on to that cash? Tell me the last time you actually used cash. Everything is so digital already. Swipe your card here, insert your chip here, tap your card here. I'm going to ask y'all something. Y'all going to let these banks steal y'all money from y'all? You're going to let them deplete you of the resources that you do got available right now to turn into some hard assets. And then you absolutely have nothing. Just like them people in Nigeria, they stood the test of time till their stomachs got to talking to them. And then they just went on with the flow and got on into the CBDC and got tricked. Ain't that something? You know how many people gonna compromise? People talk a good game now, and I listen to them. I sit back and I listen to them. See, I'm praying and I'm woke and I'm all of that, but you stuck and you ain't making no movements. I can't take you serious. I cannot take you serious whatsoever. Because my movements move something. I ain't got to do a whole bunch of talking about what I'm doing. I do what I'm supposed to be doing. And I build in the dark and I build in silence. And I don't have time to be distracted. And I don't have time to be a busybody meddling in other men's affairs. I don't have a time to be doing all of that. I don't have a time to be paranoid. I don't have a time to be worried about what Don Lemon and what politics is doing. Absolutely not. I am on it. Just like they accelerating their agenda, so is God. So is God. Because God said, I will provide a way of escape for my people. And I belong to him. I belong to him. See, the issue is when he speaks, are we listening and hearkening to his voice? Because he said, if you will hearken to all that I have commanded you to do today, then you shall surely eat the good of the land, and you will be blessed in your basket, storehouses, when you come, when you go, the whole 9 yards. And if you do not, then you will be cursed. Simple. Simple. So with that being said, y'all, solutions, because I am a kingdom ambassador. I am led by the Most High God. I am sent as an official representative to awaken those who belong to my Father. We are all his creation, but we are not all his children. That's why he made himself very distinct. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Dr. T, and whoever else. The God of Israel. Very distinct. We are all his creation, but we are not all his children. So I'm showing up for the children. I'm showing up for the called out ones. I'm showing up for the chosen. I'm showing up for the pioneers. I'm showing up for the predecessors who will precede the generations that follow. I'm showing up for those that have been called and handpicked and selected out of their generation for their generation. Because the Most High instructed me to go buy up land. He said, you see what Bill Gates and them doing? I want you to go buy up land. That way my people have a way to plant livestock. vegetation and raise livestock that are natural. Y'all know that the Most High had a ram in the bush, even though he was getting ready to flood them demons for trying to play like they was God. He still had Noah. And he told Noah, look, take 2 of each so you can reproduce righteous offspring. Do y'all hear what the Father is saying on tonight? I'm giving you the ability to be the Noach of your generation, that my people will still be able to eat uncontaminated and unaltered food, because I sent you before them, Joseph. I sent you before them. So when it happens, not only will you and your family be preserved, but I will also prosper you, because I will send those who didn't want to listen to you to have to do business with you. Are y'all tracking? Huh? I hope you're tracking. I hope that light bulb is going off. That 2 things are happening simultaneously: judgment and justice. And it is restoration for the remnant. Recession does not mean there's a lack of currency. It means that currency is changing hands. And I don't see why your hands can't be the hands that this wealth is going into. See, right now what's happening is they're trying to hijack the wealth transfer. Let's take this wealth transfer, this new online thing, this AI, and let's make them make a new system where they have to pass everything through us. I will be hot diggity doggone. Didn't the Most High say, thou shalt not have any other gods before me? That's what he said. You're not my God. I'm good. We'll pass. I will not bow my knee to you, Baal. I don't think so, Nebuchadnezzar. You ain't getting none of this worship over here. I belong to the Most High God. And him alone will I bow my knee to. He is my source and my resource. I don't need your handouts, government. I do not need your camps, and I don't need your food, and I don't need all of that, because you know why Yah was planning? Yah was planning as well. And Yah was leading and guiding me and ordering my footsteps and telling me how to come out of your system so that I don't perish with your system. So with that being said, I want y'all to hear this real quick in closing. Okay. Good part. I want y'all to hear this real quick. And this is why your girl showed up, okay? I need y'all to hear me clearly. My time's going to come to an end where I ain't going to show up like this. There's a time and a season for everything. So when he get me off the wall, it's time to get on the battlefield. And casualties will just be casualties. And there will be nothing that I can do. Matter of fact, before my son's passing, the Lord had already prepared me that people in my family and my bloodline that I seen that day, I would not see them. That's why I'm not all the way moved. Am I hurt? Am I broken? Something came out of me. It's no longer in the earth. Yes. I'm human. But I was forewarned. And not only was I forewarned, I sat here and I told all of y'all. Say I did not. Say I did not. I told y'all what he told me. I even went as far to put together a solemn assembly so that those who would come and meet with the Most High, he would come and meet with them. And he did. And not only did he meet with us, he marked us, which means he exempted us from punishment. I did everything that he told me to do. When he told me to cop the land, I did that. When he told me to buy up the land, I continued to do that. When he told me to get into the corporate space and out of the public sector, I did that. And not only did I do that, I took my people with me and still trying to take some of y'all with me. Now, hear me clearly. I want y'all to just hear this real quick, and then I'm going to jump up out y'all way. What is the difference between a private and a public sector? Most people are still trying to be a public sector, and they are going to lose. They're going to lose. The difference between a public sector is they are owned, controlled, and managed by the government. But if you become a private sector, they are owned, controlled, and managed by businesses and entities and individuals. Public sector citizens, civilians, employees, recipients, they are owned, controlled, and managed by the government. But businesses, corporations, LLCs, private sectors are owned, controlled, and managed by individuals, by groups, and by businesses. Why have I been pushing? Well, Dr. Tawana, why are you talking about businesses and everything is falling and everything is going crazy? Because you will, let me go back to this. Let me read this to you before I start bumping my gums. Public sector are paid for by government funding, be it federal, state, or local. But private sectors, they fund their own profits by investing. They receive tax breaks. People in this sector tend to be more reliable and have solid benefits readily available to them. Didn't I tell y'all gold and silver and resources that we need? You can get that for free as a private sector and not a public person. That's why if you invest into business education, you can get it written off as tax write-off. If you bought one of my programs, it's a tax write-off. If you bought land, it's a tax write-off. I don't care if it was a $47 workshop, it's a tax write-off. I don't care if it was a $5,000 program, it's a tax write-off. If you made $1 million and you invested in your education $1 million, then you just made $1 million for free. Are y'all catching what I'm throwing? If you are, just put it in the chat. Put it in the comment. You know, personal people will have all of their expenses tracked, but businesses won't. Why? Because we're a business. We can make as many transactions as we like. We're a business. Personal, that's not possible. Everything about you will be tracked. Every transaction, every payment, what you buying, what you spending, it will be tracked. Do y'all hear my heart, my brothers and my sisters? As much pain as I am in, I still love you enough to show up for you, to tell you, get your ship together. And I did not say a cuss word, I said a ship. Get your boat together. Sustain yourself. The Most High wills that no man perish. If you perish, it's your fault. That's why he keeps sending this fiery watchman to tell you the instructions, the way to go. He directs our path. He lights the pathway for our feet to walk on. You got to walk on the path that he has chosen, not the path that you want to take, so that you be preserved. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? And I pity the churches and the institutions that are not telling God's people the truth. That's why they won't have me come in their facilities, and I don't care. And I don't care. Life as we know it will change dramatically. And if we fail to act, then we plan to perish. You think this is about me coming out trying to get your money? If you don't know that money was the tool behind my son's death, both of my sons. And I'm not here tooting my own horn, because it is not in my own strength. It is in the strength of the Most High God. See, my life is to give him glory. How can this woman be in pain and just lose her kids? I would just fall to pieces. I would just not be able to go on. I would not be able to do it because I signed up for this. Till death do I part from this commitment that I have made to my God. That's how. Most people would have been in an abandoned God. You allowed my kids to go. You allowed something to happen to my family. You allowed me to be attacked. They would have abandoned the call a long time ago. Period. It ain't easy. Don't think for a second I don't want to walk away from it. But I know. What's on the line. And so I would rather walk this walk and go through hell and rest on the other side of glory. I know that I will see my children again. They won't be my children, but I will see them again. And the natural is very devastating. To have something come out of you that you gave life to and is now dead is devastating. My nights, my sleeps, my days, everything has been altered. But here I am standing strong as an ox. Do you understand me? To let my people know our redemption is drawing nigh. It's almost time. No man knows the hour or the day, but I will say this. He said, when you see these things, know that I am at the door. And we're seeing those things. To be honest with you, I don't even know how I'm still standing. And if I can't tell you, you know it's God. You know it have to be God for somebody to be suffering so greatly and still have the heart, the strength, the courage, and the ability to get up here and help somebody else out. You know that's God. I don't take no glory for nothing. I can't take glory for nothing. Because it's not by my might and it's not by my power. It's the Spirit in me that loves each and every one of us. And he wills that no man perish. That's why he said to Juana, even in your pain, in your obscurity, in your broken heart, could you get up and could you tell my people what's going on? Because I don't will that none of them shall perish. If they keep playing with me, if they keep procrastinating, keep delaying, keep on doing their thing, then truly they will perish. But I have provided a means of escape so that they don't have to. I know you in pain. I know you hurting. But will you still say yes? And I still say yes. And like I said, when I get off here, I'm probably going to go cry. especially as the days get closer to me never seeing my son in this earth again. But I could not be so selfish enough to just sit back, say, you know what, it's about me and how I feel and what I'm going through, and know that the sword is coming for some more of my people. I have suffered enough pain for us all. That ain't even meaning on top of what our ancestors then went through. I have suffered enough for us. Let my suffering be enough. Let my suffering be enough. Prepare your ships. Get your house in order. A lot of fools is trying to worry about the outward man without the inward man, or worry about taking care of the inward man and not preparing the outward man. They both got to go hand in hand. Prepare your hearts and your spirit, but also prepare to preserve your family. We have a purpose in this earth. Okay? Thank you, Country Gal Cooks. I'm glad to be in this space today. It can change in the twinkling of an eye. That's why grief is so tormentive and destructive. And I absolutely hate that I have been put in this position again. But if it's just for one of y'all on tonight, I don't think I never really let y'all know this. I take pleasure in doing kingdom work. When I get up here and I get to help one person, it makes all the pain that I feel go away. That's like my black eye to the devil. It's like, oh, you want me to get down and lay down and die? Actually, when I stand up, I feel alive. When I know that somebody's course or destiny will be changed because of something I said or did, that is my reward. It is not your money, because I have not taken a paycheck yet. Not a paycheck yet. See, my payment, my treasures is stored. I don't want man to break in and get my stuff and people to be jealous of my stuff. No, I want my stuff stored where I can enjoy my stuff. The stuff in this world is wasting away and it's perishing. I was born as a liberator, as a leader. So if I don't fulfill that purpose, I have failed my Father. I have failed my Father. So with that being said, look, this probably going to be about the last time you're going to hear me say this, y'all. I'm trying to help my family as I am led by the Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh. I'm trying to help my family position themselves to receive what it is that the Most High want to do for us. He don't just want to preserve us. He wants to prosper us. It's his history. It's his history. In a famine, he prospered Joseph. In a famine, he prospered Isaac. In a famine, he prospered Abraham. In a famine, he prospered David. In a famine, he want to prosper you. He don't only want to preserve you. He wants to prosper you. He's going to shake this whole entire world. And people that was playing games and sleep and stuck on stupid, that's when they're going to come running. And we got to have something for them to run to. I'm telling y'all right now, don't believe me. Believe the Spirit of the Lord in me. That the Lord want to set you up so greatly. And those who are first shall be last, and those who are last shall be first. I got any last folks that want to get to the front of the line? Because the Father is calling you to come forward. I want to give you back all that was taken from you. I want to give you back and put you in a position to do kingdom because I can trust you. Suffering is over with. You will only suffer if you continue to stay in Egypt. If you continue to stay intertwined with the system, the Egyptian system, then you are warranted to perish. There was 2 people that actually reached out and asked for the land that I was giving away, because that's what I'm practically doing, is giving away. You need something, I need something. I need a lawyer so that I can grow our money more, okay? Hello, somebody. I need to go into the White House and confiscate their money on our behalf. Hello, somebody. And unfortunately, I got to pay to get a legal representative that will go and represent me, and then God will back the rest. Hello, somebody. My bad is still working for my good. So I need to secure the lawyer. So what I'm doing is practically giving away land. Still got 2 spots for a half an acre of land out here on Liberation Ranch. Ain't that something? The name of our ranch is called Liberation Ranch. I want y'all to go look up what liberation means. Right out here in Abbott, Texas, where they will not be conforming to any CBDC at all that is controlled by the federal government. Everything that we will use here in Texas, which is becoming a sovereign country of its own, bless God, will be bought and traded with gold and with land and with silver. We will be able to plant the right kind of vegetation and grow the right kind of livestock. And you can do anything on this land. I still got 2 spots. Now, I done took it all the way from 10,000 to 5,000. Where can you go buy a half an acre of land for $5,000? I will wait. In Texas, that is, shall I say. Already ready for you to build on it with your own water and power. Imagine that. See, that's what you should be doing with your cash. That ain't finna be nothing but trash. I would take their money, their credit cards, they IRA, they full. I would take their money to preserve me and my family. Are you tracking with me? Are you tracking with me? If I had to go to all of my family members, let me get 500, 1,000. We got a half an acre, because on this half an acre, we can all go build 9 houses, 2,400 square feet, have solar, have water access, clean water that is, cannot be confiscated by the government, because we are not in bed with the feds here in this state, soon to be its own country. And then we can still barter with gold and silver. Sounds like a God thing. Okay? And then we're going to have our own bank in this community, our own school in this community, our own hospital, and our own grocery store. And this is going to be a city of refuge. And not only will we be preserved, but when they don't let them folks into them stores, the hard-headed and rebellious folks, the delayed, disobedient folks, when they don't let them into their grocery stores and their hospitals and their doctor's office, they will be willing to trade anything and everything. I don't have money. I got a house. We'll take that. Thank you. We're here to confiscate and collect. Because we're going home too. In case y'all didn't know. Catch my drift. So I still have 2 land. These are solutions. I don't ever want to come by here and never will come by here and tell you problems without solutions. I have 2 spots for you to get a half an acre of land at 5,000. If you want an acre, that's 10,000. And I got 2 spots at that. 2 more spots. People say they wanted it. It's a first come, first serve. You don't do what you got to do, then look here. I don't know what to tell you. Delayed obedience is still disobedience. So I have 1 acre of land for $10,000. I dare you to go look up how much do an acre and a half an acre in Abbott, Texas cost. I don't care if you don't move here. You don't have to. That land will appreciate and it will pay you. And it will keep you paid forever. As long as you got land, you got assets. You will never go broke. Hello, somebody. So you do not need to be in Texas to actually buy land in Texas. You can build on it, put you some mobile homes on it, rent it out. You still got passive income coming in. At least you know I will not starve. At least you know that. At least you know that my family will be preserved. If I had to move from wherever I'm at, I got a place to call home forever that I own. Okay? I got 5 spots at my Millionaire Monarchs, iconic influencers. This is where I'm going to teach you how to play the game. The corporate versus public citizen game, okay? This is where you live tax-free, buy your land tax-free, put your land inside of your business, make sure that you are playing the same game that they play, because they don't ever lose. Y'all notice that they don't ever lose? You want to know why they don't ever lose? Because they protect it. I just told you the public sector is controlled by the government, while the private sector is controlled by the individual. Hello, somebody. See, I'm not on your handouts, your government assistance, your Social Security, your Medicare, your food stamp, your wages, your slave wages. I'm not on any of that. I don't need that. We will absolutely need nurses. We will absolutely need nurses. And then y'all need to let me show y'all how to go into the government and government contracting instead of using generational wealth. I don't care what kind of currency they switch over to. Y'all must ain't watched that movie 2012. They only took government officials. And that don't mean that we work for the government. We provide a service. The government pays us for the service we provide. We a corporation that's ran by an individual. Therefore, we receive corporation discounts, tax breaks, and protection, benefits. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down, because I'm limited to what I can say here. See, I'm a real threat. I know too much. So I'm really limited to what I can say openly, but I'm not afraid to talk to you how I need to talk to you. In my inner circle, there are things that I can tell you and plays that I can tell you that I will never be able to tell you here. So I have 5 spots. I told y'all the other day, first 2 to take you, y'all could have been in Atlanta with me on this week, and it's going up. It's going up, big things. But in August, we got another big event. See, this is a part of the connection. Being plugged into the right power source gives you the fullness of power. If you're not plugged in, you have no power. There is power in proximity. You are not paying to get in a program. You're paying to access the information that I know, the realm that I live in, the type of wealth that I have come into, that you come into. Okay? So I have 5 spots. My grandfather's sale on that is at $5,000. This is a $25,000 plus up program. I'm going to show you how to be a corporation. We're going to do millions together. We're going to go ahead and set ourselves up and structure ourselves the right way, so that when we get these $1 million contracts and different things of that sort, it'll be why you think Bill Gates is one of the richest men in the universe. You think that he pays taxes? He does not. He has a trust called the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and his LLC is under that. So the trust pays through the LLC for the bills. I don't have no money. Can't tax me because I don't have any. The trust have some, and then it pays the bills through the LLC. And now my children live tax-free. Their meals, their schooling, and everything about their life. Is y'all tracking with me? Do you see all these other people going online? It's for a reason. The wealth that went online. It's more easier to get online and make $1 million than it is for you trying to work 50,000 years with your blood, sweat, and tears. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I've done. I'm telling you what I continue to do. How many of y'all seen that video play 4 different times from the other night? Just let me know in the chat. It said Dr. Tawana is live. Did it or did it not? It was the same video played 4 different times. How many of y'all seen that? Especially if you follow me on YouTube or if you follow me on Facebook. How many of y'all seen that? That's $1 million machine. I can go into my back office right now and show you $2,000 in 1 hour on a machine, and I don't even got to show up. Can I help y'all? You just found me tonight? Stay connected. Let's go. Yes. Okay. There you have it. I was not live. It said I was live, just like it say I'm live now. I was asleep. I was laying down. I was planning my son's funeral. But guess what? I was still getting paid. I was still getting paid. So I have 5 spots at 5,000. I done showed y'all over and over and over again, and to show y'all right now, is $1 million hard to get? No, you just need the right things in place and the right systems. And then you want to enjoy the million. You understand what I'm saying? Without worrying about them coming in and all of this other stuff. That's what I got for y'all now. If you want to buy land and build with like-minded individuals, first and foremost, if you don't know me, go ask the Father. If you serve the Father, go ask him, who is this woman? Go ask, who is this woman? He'll tell you exactly who I am. Go fact check me with God and then fact check me with Google. How about that? Y'all know if anybody doing anything crooked or wrong, it's going to be on Google. It's not. You will not find any negative stigmas attached to my name. And I have been in this game for a cool minute here. You understand me? I ain't had a fight in a long time, but I will fight you about my name because my God says a good name is better than rubies and diamonds and silver and gold. It's better than all of that. So I'm not going to jeopardize my name. And only God knows that. Ain't nobody going to be out here taking from God's people. I fear him. And only God knows that. That's why I tell people all the time, go fact check me first with the Most High and then fact check me with Google. And if you saw me on Duck, it's because I come from my community. You know how much slack I get for coming for the community? It's real. I remember when I first showed up on Papa Duck. Oh, it's just income tax time. She's just coming on here because of income tax time. And I done been in that thing 2 years strong. And what they gonna say now? It was my own community. Income tax then came and gone, and I'm still here. Now what? You can't fake this. If you was faking, you would have been burnt out. All them people over there on Papa Duck channel would have been said, yeah, she's fraudulent. You know how many transportation businesses and pioneer government contracting businesses and how many people that we have helped fund get $25,000, $50,000 richer? Do you know? My time is up. I got 2 spots for 2 special people who want them on the land. Not only will you get somebody that's going to walk with you, you're going to get somebody that's going to protect you. You're going to get somebody that's going to have your back. You have a whole community of folks. Okay? How many of y'all want it? If y'all don't want it, I'll just keep on moving. I'm about to run an ad on it anyway. We got lots of land. Run an ad on it and then build with everybody else. I'm not trying to build with everybody else. Can y'all tell? Can y'all tell I'm not trying to build with everybody else? I'm not even being funny when I say that. I came to build with a specific people, but if they don't want them, just like the Father said, the Jews didn't want it last time, so I gave it to the Gentiles, period. I understand. Because the movement still has to move. How many of y'all is coming with me? That's what I want to know. There's 2 spots available. And trust me, they will be gone fast. They was already gone. The 2 people that I was holding for, I let them know. You had till today. When I go live, you ain't got your stuff together, then you just, boom, at the end of the day. A missed opportunity is simply that. It's a missed opportunity. It's a missed opportunity. Who would like to make $1 million? When I tell you that you can make $1 million in one day, would you believe me? Let me show y'all something. Can I show y'all something? Can I show y'all something real quick? I want to show y'all something, okay? Let me show y'all something over here real quick. Let me make sure I block out my information real quick. I'm going to have to put it up like this. I want to show y'all something. Show y'all over here first. Y'all see that? This is just for a month. 3/12 to 4/11. And as you can see, that's my name right there. Tawana J. Worlds. That's me in real life. Okay? Let me move that. And y'all see that? Deposits in just 1 month. That's checking. That's savings. Okay? That's just for 1 month. 1 month. I'm not going to put y'all in my business and show y'all all months. But when I tell you you can make $1 million, you can. Okay? Y'all see that? Y'all see that? This is not to boast. This is to encourage you. And this is to give you hope. That if I can do it for me, I can do it for you. That's what a lot of scamming is going on around here. People telling you that they can get you this and do that. And they did it themselves. Okay? Let me cover that up right there. That's my name. Tawana. This camera want to act stupid. There we go. That's my name. And as you can see over here, try to cover up my routing and account number. That's 3/12 to 4/11, okay? Can you, in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of a inflation, in the middle of whatever you want to call this, can you still prosper? Yes, you can. If you obey, you shall surely eat the good of the land, okay? Let me try to move this up real quick. Yep. Y'all see my name right there. Now you don't, okay? Because you ain't finna get my address. I just want y'all to see that part right there. This is in 1 month. This is in 1 month. Okay? So can you make $1 million quick? Absolutely. Now I'm going to ask y'all again, who going with me? I got 5 in the Iconic Influencer. When I tell you I have so much for you in that program, it's too numerous to name. Not just trust, but now you need to know how to go buy land. and how to turn your dirt into dollars, and how to help the tribe that's assigned to you. For you to learn this so that you can go teach it. For you to know what it feels like to charge $25,000 per client, $10,000 per client. For you to have access to millionaires and billionaires. For you to have access to investors. For me to give you a play that'll give you $10,000, $15,000, $25,000 right back off of a $5,000 investment. Let's go, Christy. Christy, the only one going, that's cool. If I came here for one, that's cool. I'll take the one. My time is up. I've been extended my time. 1 hour and 46 minutes. I wanted to let y'all know 4 banks now in the last day has plummeted. And now the feds are having to come in and seize these banks. And we out here steady working for these folks, and we out here steady trying to make money for these folks, and we out here steady trying to put our money in these banks for these folks. And you're going to be up Doodle Creek in a minute. With that being said, I love y'all, okay? My time is up. Roll with me. Get rolled on. It's pretty much how I look at it. You have an invitation to come. And not just come, but come with someone who the Father is with and who is with the Father. Okay? I love y'all. Pray for me. Continue to pray for my family. We need it. I solicit your prayers. I got to say this right now. I know y'all mean well when y'all say how you doing. Let me tell you. How would you be doing if you lost your child? You can pretty much answer your own question. I don't feel like talking to nobody right now. I really don't. I had 1 hour and 47 minutes where I felt good enough to come talk to y'all right now. Once I end this live, I don't feel like talking. I'm trying to heal over here in real life. And because business is still business and I still got clients, I'm still trying to plow through that while I'm bleeding like this, okay? So I don't got time. Hey, could you talk to me and could you just give me this question and leave me? I can't. Stop it. Knock it off. I don't want to talk. There's family members I have not talked to yet. I don't want to talk. Right now, I'm in survival mode. I'm healing because the enemy tried to knock me out with that. The enemy know how to come in and destroy the house by coming to the woman. That's why it said, I will put enmity between you and the woman. Thine seed, Satan, and her seed will be at enmity, war with each other. If I can get the woman all messed up in emotions, I can tear the whole family down. And that's too costly for me, y'all, okay? So respect my privacy, respect my healing. I love you enough to come out and serve you right now. When I show up for you, come roll with me. If you don't be trying to get in my inbox and trying to be nosy and figure out questions and all of that stuff. Just don't do that. If you would like to support me in the movement as we go into the White House to take back our spoils and plunder, and all of that stuff, I do have something that you can do on a lower ticket offer. It's a donation. It's a $5 donation. All the emails are going out to everybody. Everybody should have them by now. It's a $5 donation. I'm going to throw you the business credit blueprint and where you can go get 15 to 25 business credit cards right now for a new startup without having anything but an EIN. And that's just for a $5 donation, okay? That $5 will help me reserve the litigation that is needed for us to go and fight these big devils in high places. Can you help me with healthcare business grant? I'm an RN without savings. I don't do grants, but I do government contracts. And I can help you in my course. Okay? I can help you in my course. That's what I can do. All right, y'all. Let's go. Put it up. Put it up before we go. Do something to make me feel better. I don't know when I'm going to see y'all again, okay? I know it'll be in a cool minute. Y'all put it up. Y'all put it up over here. You get it over here. Put it up. Let's go. Let's go. And I love y'all, okay? I was waiting to see the fish before I end the line. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next time. Keep me uplifted as I keep y'all uplifted. And if something come up urgently hot off the press, I will definitely be able to get up in here and let y'all know as the Father allows. Okay? I look forward to seeing y'all again, and I appreciate you. Love you very much. Mwah. All right, peace, peace, peace. All right, y'all, peace, peace, peace. Let's go, Sister Christy. I'm waiting on you, okay? Let's go.